achieved an enormous amount of progress, starting with the European Agenda on Security over the last months, and especially today. First, today, ministers reached a political agreement on the Europol regulation. Now, the only remaining step is the formal approval by the European Parliament. This reform makes Europol more operational, more accountable, and more effective. It can be the hub of our intelligence sharing in the context of counter-terrorism. This will be exactly the job of the European Counter-Terrorism Centre at Europol, which will be launched on January 1st. In addition, the European Union's Internet Referral Unit at Europol, which was launched on 1st of July, is working hard to help to reduce the volume of terrorist material online and counter radicalization narratives. Also, just yesterday evening, we launched the EU Internet Forum with the participation of ministers and high-level representatives of Internet companies. I am pleased that we see eye to eye with Internet companies and Member States on the way forward. Secondly, today, ministers agreed on PNR. I think everyone understands that there is no time to lose. The agreement is balanced, proportionate, and will help to improve the security of citizens while respecting their rights. We have also taken several actions before today. In the space of 2 weeks, the Commission put forward substantial measures to step up the fight against terrorism. 3 days ago, the Commission presented a proposal for a directive on terrorism to criminalize not only the act of terrorism, but also all preparations involved, such as traveling, training, and financing. This means that foreign terrorist fighters will be criminally prosecuted in the same way all across the European Union. Secondly, we delivered an operational action plan on illicit possession and trafficking of weapons and explosives, both within and outside the European Union. Both initiatives were positively received by the ministers, and I hope that we will be able to move forward as soon as possible. Taking further measures to improve the fight against terrorist financing is key. We have to strip terrorists and terrorist organizations of the financial means to plan and implement their inhuman goals. For example, the fourth anti-money laundering package gives us the tools to detect and trace the huge sums of money from criminal proceeds and the money flows that support terrorist groups. On top of this, the Union's action against terrorist financing needs to be stepped up, to be accelerated. The Commission is assessing which measures should be proposed and in what form. On information sharing, today I urge once again the ministers to intensify their efforts and to implement the necessary actions in order to make full use of Schengen information system, in particularly on foreign terrorist fighters. Dear friends, I have said this morning coming in that today is a time to deliver and that we have no time to lose. Everyone agrees on this. We in the Commission, here in the Council and in the European Parliament. But it is not just about today. These are testing times for the unity and cooperation of the European Union for the safety of our citizens. We need to work together and united continuously. The security and freedoms of our citizens are our top priorities, and we are determined to do everything to ensure that these are never compromised. Thank you very much for your attention.